to, yeah.
I'm Simon, by the way.
I'm Paul. I'm the brewmaster here at this microbrewery.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Well, I was looking forward to visiting your brewery.
No kidding. Come on inside.
All right, let's
show
do
you
it.
the brewery.
Thanks.
Brewery here.
Oh, so this is where all of the magic happens, right?
Right. So this is our brewery here. This is the brew kettle. This is the mash tun. This is where we mix the grain with the water.
Okay.
And this is where we bring it to a boil. We have the hops and we boil it for an hour and a half.
Is it hot?
Right now, no. I brewed early this morning, but right now it's fine. You can touch it.
So you're in charge of all of this?
Yes.
You're the brewmaster.
I'm the brewmaster.
I was always
make beer here.
said the master brewer, but I guess brewmaster sounds better, right?
Either way, it's the same title, the same position.
And what's this in the back with the big hoses?
This is where the beer is fermented.
Oh, okay.
So we have 5 fermenters here, and we have different types of beer in each one. And so the beer that's fermented here will soon be on tap in the restaurant here.
So you can ferment 5 beers at a time?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long does it take to?
It takes about 2 weeks.
Okay.
To ferment each beer, and after the 2 weeks, then we chill the beer to near freezing.
Okay.
And we can filter it into a serving tank, or into kegs, or I could put it into oak barrels where we age it a little bit longer, and then we can serve it directly to all the customers here.
That is amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
How long have
and
you
it's
been?
Fresh beer.
It is.
Yes.
I bet it is. I'm really looking forward to taste it. So for me, the newbie, I would like to know exactly in which order do you do your beer? Do you make your beer? What do you start with exactly?
Well, we make beer from scratch using
Okay.
only the 4 raw materials. So it's water, yeast, malted barley, and hops.
Okay.
So we mix the barley with the water,
Yeah.
and then we transfer that to the brew kettle where we boil it, that sugary barley juice.
Okay.
Then we add the hops to it, and the hops are just a bittering herb that adds some bitterness to the beer and flavor to the beer.
Okay.
And then after it's boiled, we pump it over here into one of the fermenters that you see here, and that's where the yeast is added, and fermentation starts right away. So usually about 2 weeks later, we could drink this beer that was brewed 2 weeks ago.
Well, there's a lot of people here at Karl Strauss, so I mean, how do you manage the volume? Because I expect that those tanks should be emptied pretty quickly, right?
Well, they drink a lot of beer here, so we do have to bring in some of beer from our other breweries.
Okay.
Because we can't brew enough here to satisfy all the thirsty customers.
And this is what, the oldest location?
This is 27 years old now.
27
It's
years.
the oldest continuously operating brewery in San Diego.
All right.
Would you like to taste the beer now?
I would love to. I would love
okay.
to. All right.
We can sample a beer.
What do we have here?
These are the beers that we make here on our brewery here. We have light beers and dark beers, something for everyone.
And must they be tasted in order to appreciate the taste like wine?
Yes, that's a very good point. You usually want to start with the beers that are the lightest in flavor and work your way up to the more assertive in flavor. We can start with the lightest beer here, which is the Wind and Sea Wheat. It's a Bavarian Hefeweizen. There should be flavors of bananas and cloves and vanilla. It's a very good beer for the summertime. It's a very thirst-quenching beer.
Now, do I need to eat bread between both, or I can go right away with the
Well,
other
beer
one?
is liquid bread, so yeah, you can jump right.
You're right. It is light, and I can taste the vanilla you mentioned, but it also smells great. It's
thank you.
You can smell the flavor before you actually taste it.
So the next beer is an India Pale Ale,
Okay.
Tower 10 IPA, and that beer is a bit more dry. It doesn't have the same sweetness that this has. Also, the alcohol is 7%, but we add a lot of hops to this beer. So there's a lot of grapefruit, citrus, very herbal, and you get a fair amount of bitterness in this beer as well.
Oh yeah, I
San
completely
Diego
understand what you
people
mean.
love the hoppy bitters.
And the first thing that you smell is the grapefruit, and actually as an aftertaste, I taste it again.
The next beer is an Irish red ale we call Red Trolley. This is our most popular beer.
Okay.
And that is a beer that's very sweet, it's very malty, it's not hoppy or bitter. It's very caramel and toffee-like flavor. You also get a little bit of a toasty flavor from the barley that we use.
Oh my God.
You like this one?
That's the best one so far. To my taste, you know what? I think I'm going to call a cab and I'm going to drink this all day.
I'll join you. The fourth beer is a beer that we usually brew in the wintertime because it's very dark and very heavy. The alcohol content is about 10%, so it's near wine. And it's a beer you could lay down in the bottles for 2 years.
It's almost reminiscent of port.
Yes, yeah.
It's amazing. And
Thank you.
this is beer. Otherwise, so where can I find your beers?
Our beers are in California, sold throughout the state of California, but a lot of it is in Southern California.
And we look for the brand Karl Strauss on the bottle, of course.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Paul.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'll be back for sure. Thanks.
Okay.